Hey, hey, Blue Table fans, Spencer here with another up-close, in-depth review of a couple of miniatures we got in. You guys might remember when we got some miniatures from Zenit Miniatures. They sent us a bunch of Kensei stuff, and a whole lot of it, and I got some of it back nice and painted, so I thought I'd show you guys what these things look like when they're all painted up. Alright, so let's start with these two. These are from the Bouquet Clan faction, and if I'm mispronouncing that, somebody please let me know because my Japanese is atrocious. So what we have here, we have a Nodachi Samurai and a Kengo, who's one of their characters. This guy's actually part of a unit, but this is the only one I got painted up so far. These were both painted by the lovely BTP artist Dave, so he did great work on these. These are actually really nice models. They're very detailed. I love the Nodachi guy. He's got a lot of movement and flow to him. Very dynamic. We'll move this guy back for a sec. And just a very cool model. Lots of little details. The armor is very nicely done, as you can tell. And just a really cool miniature. So, yeah, that guy's neat. And then you have the Kengo, who is a duelist. And I don't know if Kengo is Japanese for duelist or not. So, if you know what it means, let me know. I'm actually quite interested in learning a bit more about feudal era Japan. It's a cool era of history, and it's just really hard to find a good book on it. So if you know any good books about feudal era Japan and the politics and conflicts and all that went on during it, leave a comment below with some suggestions. I'm going to be hitting up Amazon soon to buy more books, so I would love something on that. So yeah, this guy's really cool. He's got his tunic and his pants, and he's got his two swords. So he's got his katana and his dagger there, which starts with a W and I can never pronounce properly, so I'm not even going to try. So yeah, so those are the Nodachi Samurai and the Kengo for the Bouquet Clan. Next up, we've got the soul model painted so far for the Sohei Clan. This is the Ikami Bo. He's a monk with a big mace. This was painted up by former BTP painter Zach. And this guy's really cool. I love the robes and the flow on him. I like that he's got the bead necklaces and all. Just a very, very cool miniature. Looks proper intimidating with his bald head and his mean gaze and his big metal club. So there's a bunch more models for these that aren't done yet, but this is what we got so far for the Sohei Clan, the Ikami Bo. So next up, we're going to take a look at a couple of the generic character models, or I guess not character, but individual models. These are available to all three, now going on 4 factions for the game. So let's start with this guy. This is the Shinobi. This was also painted up by former BTP artist Zach. He was very excited about this model. And I believe Ren has another one of these. Just a really cool model. He's got his little Oni mask, and his sword that is hilariously too big for its scabbard. But a very cool model, very dynamic pose. Came out looking really, really cool. So if you play Kensei, or you're looking to get into Kensei, pick one of these guys up. It's just awesome. The next one we have is another duelist. I believe that is what this guy is. So pretty simple model, nothing extravagant about him, just sort of a plainclothes samurai style dude, but very cool, very Musashi looking. So another cool model to pick up for your Kensei force. And the last of the generic heroes is a Kensei himself, and I'm not sure what Kensei actually stands for in Japanese. I looked it up once and I've promptly forgotten. But he's cool. He's got the older sensei sort of feel. His robes and his sword and his dagger. So a very cool model. A great model in the range. Really cool if you're playing Kensei. Could also be really good for a sort of fighter or monk character in an RPG if the RPG you play happens to use miniatures. So this guy's really cool. This and the Duelist were both painted up by BTP artist Dave, so very, very good on him. So yeah, those are the 3 generic hero individual models that you could take in any Kensei force. And then lastly, we have a couple of generic troops. These are some Katana Samurai. You get a few of these guys in the army box. You can also buy a separate box of, I believe they come in a box of 5. So these were painted up by BTP artist Dave, and they're just really cool little models. Very, again, striking poses. The red and green color he used really go well together. They make each other pop really nicely. So these guys are cool. They got all the same details like the Nodachi Samurai, but they've got the sort of traditional little the samurai helmet there. So these guys are just awesome, and I'm really impressed with the Kensei miniature line from what I've seen so far. And frankly, you should be too, because these are really nice models. They're all metal, which I know a lot of people don't like, but you know, to each their own. But they're really cool models. They've got a lot of detail and a lot of character to them. So if you're looking for some cool samurai miniatures and you're big into that sort of thing, I highly suggest checking out the Kensei range of miniatures. We will have a link in the liner notes so that you guys could check these out at Zen Miniatures. So thanks for watching. Be sure to follow us here on YouTube, Facebook, and on Twitter for more. I'll be doing another video for these guys when I have some more of them come up to me, and all nice and painted up. So yeah, that's the first wave of Kensei miniatures as painted by Blue Table Painting. So be sure to keep it here for more videos. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and on Twitter. Thank you guys so much for watching.